One thing that we respect about a woman is how firm she is on her non-negotiables, because it's going to let us know how much effort that we need to put in. Like certain women that you run into, and as men, we know it. We could just do whatever. We could say whatever. We could be half-assed. We could be inconsistent. And we know that she going to be there at our every beck and call. If we call at 3 a.m., she picking up. If we in this situation, hey, we need something, she coming through. But there's certain women that we know, yeah, nah, man, we got to like go about this the right way. She not playing. Like she said that, you know, this is what she expects. This is what she requires. And as a man, I got to climb up that ladder and get there. Or she will move around from me. And it's not even necessarily, oh, she got this many options or whatever, but it's just a matter of, hey, she's not tolerating anything that's outside of her non-negotiable list. And as a man, we respect that. And more times than not, when it's time for us to settle down, that's who we settle down with.
Yo, you sound like this dude sounds like a little boy talking about his mama, bruh. This dude sound like a little boy talking about his mama, talking about, oh, her non-negotiables, and we know she ain't gonna play like that. And we could mess up, but she not gonna go for that, and so on and so. No, bruh. No. It's about you consistently being on point and finding the woman that will go with your standards. How about what you will and will not go for as a man and as the leader and as the one who's responsible for the success of the relationship? How about that? How about you have the non-negotiables, right? You are the natural leader. You're the one that the universe has put in charge naturally. So what about your non-negotiables? Why are you trying to find excuses to not be on point? Why are you trying to find excuses to be inconsistent? Just so you can get validation or try to climb the ladder to get to the standard of the female, brother? The females whose emotions is going to dilute her perception of reality in a lot of different situations. The female who is looking to you for leadership. The female who needs the consistency of a man's character in order to know where she stands. And you talking about her non-negotiables. What about yours? See, a lot of this sadly comes from the young man growing up in the single mother home, because his entire picture of authority is the female. His entire picture of authority is the feminine. So he feels he must climb the ladder to prove himself to the feminine. So it skews his idea of what masculine really is. He doesn't understand what a masculine identity is. And if he doesn't understand what a masculine identity is, it's going to be very hard for him to understand himself, because we are of the species that is naturally masculine, right? See, masculinity in a lot of ways is like a reference point. It's like a baseline foundation for you to build upon, right? So as a man, as a masculine creature, we have to lead. We plant the seed. We are the catalyst. We come first. These things are set by the universe and nature. We have the logical mind. This is why they have to depend on us and not the other way around. But you are so busy trying to validate your character for the woman because you have her up on a pedestal. Why? Because you keep your mother on a pedestal. And because you keep your mother on a pedestal, you keep these women that you are trying to deal with on a pedestal. He literally said it. I have to climb the ladder to get to her standard. He said it himself. What about your standard, bro? This is why the woman doesn't see value in the average man. The average man don't see value in himself. The average man don't realize that she needs to climb a ladder to get to your standard. Why? Because you're the man. You're the one that facilitates the standard. You are the one that creates the foundation. You are the one that creates the order. Just like how it's men who build the roads and the infrastructure, we also build the infrastructure of the relationship. So that's why we can't look to the standards of a female. We have to build the standard and find the female who's willing to follow our standard. But these young men are still very young. And so they're looking for their mother. This is why in some cultures, when the boy reaches a certain age, the fathers and the uncles take the boys away from the house because the soft nurturing is not necessary for a young man anymore. He needs to leave the house, leave the soft nurturing, and develop his masculine identity by dealing with logic, by dealing with building, by dealing with structure, by dealing with things that are less about emotion and more about necessity and reality. He talks about how firm she is in her non-negotiables and how it lets us know how much effort we need to put in. Listen, a man should never need to put in effort for a woman. A man puts in effort for himself. A man puts in effort for his program and his structure. A man puts in effort to build his lifestyle based on the projection of who he is and his self-perception. And then when he meets a woman, it is the woman who has to put out a certain amount of effort to meet our standard. And that is where the trust and respect for that man's consistency of character develops. And so that woman treats that man a certain way. And so the direction of the relationship and the family is established. See, it's stuff like this why there's so many messed up relationships, man. I'm telling you, it's too many men. They have been so used to searching for validation from their mother. Now they get out into the world and now they're searching for validation from women. They are looking for quality women to acquiesce to instead of creating quality and finding women that are willing to acquiesce to their quality as men. It's crazy, man, because the way he's talking, it's like men are just out here floundering, looking to be corrected by females, bruh. That's how he's talking. Men are just out here doing whatever, looking for a female to give them structure. When I'm trying to explain to you that it's the other way around. As men, we need to give them structure. They require us to give them structure. It is the natural order of everything. We give them structure. So how the hell are you looking for a woman and her non-negotiables to give you structure, brother? What are we doing? This is why as men, we have to have a certain level of pride for the way we carry ourselves, for the type of life that we design for ourselves, the type of lifestyle, the quality of life, the quality of character. Because look, let me tell you something. Even if you're trying to be a player, even if you're trying to be out in these streets, just knocking them down, there's still a way for you to carry yourself with structure, with rules, with schedule, with respect for yourself first, and letting these women know exactly what it is. What you mean? And I could do anything I want and she gonna show up. No, I'm gonna be authentically who I am. I'm gonna set the rules and she's gonna show up anyway. And then if I vet her and I realize I have bigger and better plans for her, I'm going to give her the opportunity to graduate to the higher standard if I see that type of potential in her. Why? Because everything is based on my standard. Everything is based on my non-negotiables. The rules, the standards, the non-negotiables, all that stuff is based on my masculine identity. And if she wants to be a part of this life, if she wants to be a part of this journey, she has to climb the ladder to get to me, not the other way around. Look, if you're a young brother listening to this, please understand that the women are depending on you, not the other way around. You are the master. You are the closest thing to God. You are the one that sets the trend. You are the one that sets the tone. You are the one that puts the seed in them, not the other way around. So whether it's a seed to create another human or it's a seed of an idea, you are the one that creates it. You are the one that puts it in play. You are the one that sets the non-negotiable, so to speak. We have to understand how serious this is. We have to understand how serious a masculine identity really is. We have to understand how much value and power we hold within. And when we understand that, we also understand these women are depending on us to carry a certain consistency about us. If we are not consistent, if we don't set boundaries, the women have nowhere to go. Because remember, the woman is naturally emotional. The woman is naturally at times irrational based on her emotions. Because we are logical, because we think with logic, we naturally understand structure and boundaries. A woman thinks with her emotions, so she naturally leans towards different levels of confusion, delusion, and sometimes irrational thinking. But a woman is at her best when she is given structure. Think about the metaphor of a man buying a woman a home. right? He literally buys her the structure. And then that gives her the freedom to now decorate that home and turn that house into a home, turn that structure into something that can be nurturing and warm for the entire family. But without the man providing her that structure, she wouldn't be able to exercise that freedom in her femininity. Do you understand? So it is up to us as men to set that standard, to have those non-negotiables, to put things in place so the woman can do what she needs to do. We don't climb the ladder to her, man. She has to climb the ladder to us. All right. So it's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Hope you got something from this video. Hope you're having a great day. Be good to yourself. Be grateful. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.